Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Inside Edge. It is Thursday, May 22nd, and as we wrap up our discussions about the recent gubernatorial debates, I mean, this is something the Globe has spent a huge amount of time on recently. I want to pay tribute to our host, Essex County, and the state of the art Donald Payne Senior School of Technology in Newark. Uh, County Executive Joe DiVincenzo and Chief of Staff Phil Elagia were incredible partners in this effort. I mean, they made two debates in 3 days possible, and for people who know Joe D and Phil, their attention to detail comes as no surprise. I mean, I watched the county executive personally inspecting the school, making sure that everything was up to his high standards. And Phil kept showing up during setup on the days of the production and the debate, and just making sure that everything was getting done. And it's the personal attention to details that uh, by these guys that make things happen. And so I want to tell you my favorite Joe D story. About 7 years ago, I had lunch with the county executive and Phil at McLuhan's Boathouse in West Orange. It's right next to the Turtleback Zoo. And Joe D asked me when the last time I was that I'd been to the zoo, and I told him I was probably about 9 or 10, and this was not the right answer because Joe insisted on giving me a personal tour. Now, this was August and it was hot, and I was wearing a suit. And Joe D's taking me up and down the hills and showing me around, giving me this insider view of the zoo's operation. And I watched him notice little things. Something was out of place that he didn't like, and barking orders for somebody to fix it. And then he told me about something that had happened just a week or two earlier. He said he was looking at the weekly reports, and he noticed that the sale of bird seed at the zoo was down, and that the drop off didn't make any sense to him. So he called Phil Elagia into his office and said, what's going on here? The bird seed sales are down. And Elijah, I'm told, said something like Joe, why are you bothering me about birdseed? And the drop in sales haunted Joe D, and he decided that he needed to get into the weeds and find out what had happened. And he did. He figured out that the zoo had hired a new employee who put some of the birdseed sale revenues into his pocket. And all because Joe D analyzes reports and he knows what he's looking at. And so to Joe DiVincenzo and Phil Elagia, thank you so much from the New Jersey Globe. And that is it, everybody, for today. And I'll be back tomorrow.